Hello my dear friends, welcome back to our channel P. Vaishali's Mathematics Classes. My name is Vaishali. I came back with a new chapter from the 9th standard CBSE board. The chapter name is the Polynomials. In previous classes you have already learnt the algebraic expressions. There you know many terms related to this chapter. But still we will revise those concepts one more time. First of all, what is meant by the polynomial? If we will divide this polynomial into the two separate words, poly and nomials. Poly means many and nomials means the terms, means which consist of the many terms. We can define a polynomial as it is a mathematical expression which consists of variables, coefficients and constants. All these are connected with addition, subtraction, multiplication and the division. Here we are going to discuss about the polynomial in one variable. Means in a polynomial we are going to use the one variable. The polynomials are denoted with p of x, which means that it is a polynomial which is using a variable as the x. Let us take an example of the p of x. 3x minus 2. We can say that this is a polynomial. Here we have used the two terms. How can we say that these are the terms? As I told you, these are separated with or connected with the minus. 3x is a term and 2 is a term. 3x and minus 2, these are called as the terms of these polynomials. Suppose if there is the another polynomial y square minus 2y plus 1, here we have used only one variable. Okay. Suppose if we will write any expression, how can we recognize whether it is a polynomial or not? Their power or the exponent, it should be always the whole number. It should not be the negative power and it should not be the square roots or the cube roots. Here I will write some of the polynomials. You have to recognize which are the polynomials and which are the not. First one, x square plus 5x minus 7. The second polynomial is x plus 1 by x. Third polynomial is y square minus root of y plus 3. Fourth one, x to the power 7 minus 5x power 6. Now, let us discuss out of these which are the polynomials and which are the not. X square plus 5x minus 7. Okay, if we see the degree of this polynomial, first of all, we will define what is the degree. Degree of a polynomial is its highest power, is called as the degree of that polynomial. Here, the highest power of this polynomial is the 2. We can say the degree of this polynomial is the 2. Here, the power is the 2 and x power 1, and here nothing is there, means x to the power 0 we can take, means the power should be always, the power or the exponent should be always whole number. Means it is a polynomial. Next, x plus 1 by x. Can I write this x plus 1 by x as x plus 1 by x, means we can write the x inverse. You can see here the power of this polynomial is the minus 1, right? So, Is it a polynomial? Of course it is not a polynomial, because as I told you, power and exponent should be the whole number. But minus 1, it won't come in the whole number. That's why it is not a polynomial. Next, y square minus root of y. Root y can be represented as y to the power of 1 by 2. Here, y power 1 by 2, it is also, the power is not a whole number. That's why it is also not a polynomial. And x power 7 minus 5, x power 6 plus 3x square minus 8. This is a polynomial. Now tell me, what is the degree of this polynomial? It is the 7. Why it is 7? Because the highest power is the 7. Let us take a polynomial p of x is equals to 3x square minus 7x plus 2. Here, let us discuss about what are the variables, constants and the coefficients. Here, we can say that x is a variable. X is a variable. Now, here the question comes, why this is called as the variable. If you will substitute x is equals to 0, then this term will be 0, this term will be 0, you will get the value of the 2. Next, if you will put x is equals to 1, then 3 into 1 is the 3, 7 into 1 is the 7, plus 2, 3 plus 2, 5, 5 minus 7 is the minus 2. And if you will put x is equals to minus 1, you will get the different value of x is equals to minus 1. Means as x varies, the whole equation's value is also going to change. Okay. Then means it is not the constant. It is not a fixed value. That's why it is called as the variable. Many values will come as we will take the value of x, y and so on. Next, constant. Here we can say that the constant is the 2. Why it is the constant? Why this name is given to this constant? Means it is a fixed value. Whatever the expression is there, every time we have to add the 2 only. This 2 is not going to change. You can replace instead of x as 1, 2, 3, whatever, you can take the value. But can you replace in the 2 here? We can't replace it. That's why it is called as the constant. Means it is a fixed value. Next comes the coefficient. Coefficient means it is the multiple of a variable. Here we can say that the coefficient of x square is the 3. And the coefficient of x is minus 7. You have to take with the sign. Don't forget to take the sign here. I hope you understood what is the variable, what is the constant and what is the coefficient. Let's discuss about the types of the polynomials. These types are also based on the two categories. It is based on the terms and based on the degree. Just now we discussed about the terms as well as the degree. Terms means how many terms are there in that polynomial. 7 x to the power 5. In this, if only one term is present, then this type of the polynomial is called as the monomial. Mono means one only. That's why. We can write many examples. 3x, 4x square, minus 7y power 3 and so on. If there is only minus 5 or 2 or 3, is it a polynomial? What is your answer? Yes, this is also called as a polynomial. Actually, this is a special case. This is called as the constant polynomial or zero polynomial. Why it is called as the constant or the zero polynomial means here there is no variable used here, but we can take or we can assume any variable as the x, y, but x to the power 0 means what? 1 only. So that's why we can say that it is a constant polynomial or the zero polynomial. Next, monomial. Next, if we are using the two terms in the polynomials, this is called as the binomial. If there are three terms used, minus 5x cube minus 7x square minus 3. In this polynomials, we have used the three terms. It is called as the trinomial. All these types are based on the terms only. Next comes the degree. What is the degree? The highest power of a polynomial is called the degree of that polynomial. Based on this degree, there are three types of the polynomials. We can say linear polynomials, next quadratic polynomials, and cubic polynomials. And linear polynomials means a polynomial of degree 1 is called as the linear polynomial. For example, 3x minus 2 is a linear polynomial because here we have used the variable x, its degree is the 1. Next comes the quadratic polynomial, 2t square minus 2t plus 1. It is a polynomial of degree 2. Here two terms are three terms are present here, but the highest degree we will consider means t to the power 2. Here it is called as a quadratic polynomial because its degree is the 2. Actually quadra means the square, that's why it is called as a quadratic polynomial. Next comes the cubic polynomials. 13x power 3 minus 14x square plus 8x minus 21. This is called as the cubic polynomial. If more than the power this will be there, then what is it called? The polynomial. Suppose if there is the degree 4, x power 4 minus 5x cube, this one, then the degree 4 polynomial we can say like this. Let us discuss about the first exercise from this chapter, exercise 2.1. Let us read a question. Which of the following expressions are polynomials in one variable and which are not? State reasons for your answers. Here, not only answering whether the given polynomial is in one variable or not, here we have to write the reason why it is and why it is not. First question is 4x square minus 3x plus 7. First of all, let us write the given polynomial. What is this? 4x square minus 3x plus 7. Is it a polynomial? First question is that is it a polynomial or not? Yes, it is a polynomial because the degree of this x is the 2. Next comes, is it in one variable? Yes, of course, it is the one variable only. And the variable is used, it as a x. It is a polynomial in one variable. Next, y square plus root 2. Here root 2 is a constant, but this root 2 can be a real number. We can use constants as well as the coefficients as the real numbers, but the power should be the whole number. You should remember this thing. The given polynomial is y square plus root 2. How many variables are used here? Only one variable. The variable name is the y. Yes, it is a polynomial of one variable and the variable is used y. Next, fourth question. 3 root t plus t root 2. What is given? 3 root t plus t root 2. First of all, is it a polynomial? It is not a polynomial. It is not a polynomial because the power of t is not a whole number. Because what is the power of the t? Root t means t power 1 by 2. Next here, y plus 2 by y is given to us. We can write this as y plus, can we write 2 into y power minus 1? Here also, the power of y is not a whole number. Means it is not a polynomial. Because the power of y is a negative number. Means it is not a whole number. Next, is it a polynomial? Yes, of course it is a polynomial. X power 10 plus y power 3 plus t to the power of 50. It is a polynomial, but not in one variable. How many variables are used? 3 variables are used. That is x, y and t. It is not a polynomial, but it is a polynomial but not in one variable because 3 variables are used. Named as x, y and t. Question number 2. Write the coefficients of x square in each of the following. We have to write the coefficient of x square. Here is the x square, given that 2 plus x square plus x. This is given to us. We have to write the coefficient of x square. If nothing is there means 1. Here 2 minus x square plus x cube. This is given to us. We have to write the coefficient of x square is equals to, here, minus 1. Pi by 2 x square plus x, coefficient of x square is equals to pi by 2. Means we have to write the multiple of this x square. pi by 2. Here is the minus 1 and here is the plus 1. Next here the term x square is not present here. What should we write? We have to write the 0. Can we write this as root 2x minus 1 plus 0 into x square? Can we write? So in that way, if nothing is there, means if the term is not present, then we have to write it as 0. Equals to 0. Question number 3 is, give one example of each of a binomial of degree 35 and of a monomial of degree 100. In first, we have to write the binomial of degree 35. An example of a binomial of degree 35. Here, as we have to write the binomial, means how many terms it should have? The 2 terms. And the highest power should be 35. It should not go beyond 35. And we can use any variable here. It is not the compulsion that every time you have to use the x only. You can write a, b. It's according to your wish. Here I am going to take the y. 2y to the power 35 plus 4y power 5. This is the binomial of the degree 35. Next, an example of a monomial of degree 100. We have to write the monomial, means it should consist of only one term. I am going to take the variable as the z here. It should have the power as the 100. You can take any coefficient. Here I am taking 9. So 9 z power 100 is the monomial of the degree 100. Next, question number 4. Write the degree of each of the following polynomials. Here some polynomials are given to us. We have to find out the degree of every polynomial here. What is meant by degree? How can we calculate the degree of any polynomial? Degree means the highest power of a polynomial is called as the degree of that polynomial. Here given polynomial is 5x cube plus 4x square plus 7x. This is given to us. The highest power of the x is the what? 3. Therefore, we can write the degree as the 3. 4 minus y square. It is the given polynomial. What is the degree of this? Is the 2. Y to the power 2. Here 5t minus root 7. The degree of this given polynomial is 1. Last, here no variable is used, means what is the degree of this polynomial? It is the 0. Do you remember what type of the polynomial is it? Constant polynomial, or it is also called as the 0 polynomial. The last question of this exercise is, classify the following as linear, quadratic and cubic polynomials. Based on their degrees, we have to classify these polynomials according to the linear, quadratic or the cubic. X square plus x, this is the given polynomial. The highest power of the x is the 2. Therefore, it is a quadratic polynomial. Next, x minus x cube is given. The power of x is the highest power of the x is the 3. So that's why it is a cubic polynomial. Y plus y square plus 4, the highest power of the y is the 2, that's why it is a quadratic polynomial. 1 plus x, it is a linear polynomial because the power of x is the 1, that's why it is a linear. Next, 3t, it is also a linear. Next, r square is given to us. R square, it is a quadratic. And finally, 7x cube, the power of the x is the 3. It is a cubic polynomial. In this way, we have solved the exercise 2.1 for exercise 2.2 and further exercises. Please watch my videos. Thank you.